Hi everyone, it's me, hopefully Skinny, and I am back for my week 39 update. Let's see, my highest recorded weight was 557 pounds. My surgery weight on July 24, 2014 was 366, and last week's weigh-in was 247, and this week's weigh-in is 246, so that's a pound lost. So I'm totally okay with that pound loss because it's a loss. My weight loss, I mentioned a few videos back that it has been slowing down, and sometimes I do have a spike where I lose quite a bit of weight, and then, I fluctuate for a little bit, and then I lose a pound or two. And that's just how it is when you're going on your 10th month surgery, which is in 14 days for me. What? 10 months? Sorry, I'm probably getting weird looks because, well, I'm not at home, as you can tell from the background. So I'll get to that in a minute. So as far as eating, my eating has been pretty good. I had one slip up yesterday, only because it was Mother's Day, and it's the first Mother's Day without my mom. So that was actually kind of traumatic for me. I didn't talk to my family about it or anything because I know they're dealing with their stuff too about not having mom there. So I did go over 100 calories on my normal intake, which is between 900 calories now and 1000 calories. So I was still under the 1200 calorie mark, which I'm supposed to be aiming for by a year out. But still, my disorder crept back in. So here's the deal with eating disorders. Eating disorders are something that you have to deal with, something you have to deal with for the rest of your life. Just because you had the surgery doesn't mean that disorder goes away or you're just magically cured or anything like that. It's still something you're going to have to struggle with for the rest of your life, and it's still going to be something that you're going to have to find ways to deal with. So with that being said, I knew this before I went into the surgery, so I'm not surprised that every so often I have to reevaluate my habits and see what I'm doing that's unhealthy. Mostly for me, it's emotional eating. So, which I mentioned before, that's not something that I have been dishonest with. So there's that. Workout, I've been going to work out to my gym every day last week. I even went twice a day on a couple days. So, sorry, there's a lot of people going around. I'm kind of nervous about doing my video in front of people, but anyways, and I look so old in the sunlight because my makeup sweated off. Okay, that's besides the point. So, workout's good. Eating's I'm fairly happy with. Lost a pound. I totally hate my scale now because I weighed in at one of my gym scales and it read me at 236, and even the fact that it's weighing me in the 230s by mistake is amazing. I can't believe I'm so close to being under 200 pounds. I'm 47 pounds away, and that's ridiculously close to me. So so last week has been really busy for me. I have been insanely busy with doing interviews. I mentioned that I was looking for a second job, and I have heard back on some of them. Some of them, they found candidates that were better suited for that particular company. I did hear back from two that offered me a position, but one of them didn't, their schedule didn't mesh with mine, and I don't want to get rid of my other job. I love my job, and I feel very loyal to them. So I couldn't accept that job. And then the other one just didn't pay me enough to sacrifice what I would have to be sacrificing, my gym time and personal time. It didn't make it worth it. But of course I didn't say that. I just politely turned them down. So I do have two good prospects, which are two of the ones that I mentioned last week. One of them is the medical website. I had two interviews with them, and the second interviewee went really well, and I got a call back within hours of the second interview by the person that kind of sets up all the interviews, and was just oh my gosh, well, she didn't say oh my gosh, but she basically was you really impressed the second interviewer. We want you in for the third interview. We're really excited. She was really, really impressed with you. And of course that totally struck my ego, but I'm very personable and I interview well, and my resume is very good. So I go in Friday for that one. That one's located in San Francisco, and it's technically the third and fourth interview, it's a 2-hour interview process with 2 different people, but I have to go into San Francisco for that. And I would be going into San Francisco once a month if I got that position, which if I do that, then I would be obviously taking the train in Amtrak and then taking BART. It's located off of Mission between 3rd and 4th Street, which I'm very familiar with. So I'm pretty sure I know exactly where that is. So I don't think I'll get lost. Look, someone's riding a bike right there. Yay. Okay. So anyways, so I'm looking forward to that. The other one was for a children's site, which I mentioned last week as well. And she was really impressed. She said that she wouldn't have to do a second interview because she knew that I would be able to do the job well. As a matter of fact, several managers there worked at Habbo, and some of them also worked for my current company, and she said she heard nothing but good things about me. So I think I'll get that one. She said she's going to let me know next week. There's more than one position open. There's several, so she wants to do a mass hiring and training at the same time. I'm pretty sure I got that one, but like I said, I'll know next week. So I'm pretty excited about that. I did have one terrible interview where I was just like, and I mean, like, he was very condescending, and he was very rude when he asked the questions, and he was very rude about my responses. Where, like, towards the interview, I got really snarky myself, and I was like, why are you even interviewing me? Like, you're wasting your time, and you're wasting mine. And I should have been more professional, but I was so pissed off that he was being so bitchy that I didn't handle it well. In retrospect, I really should have handled it differently, and if I was as good as I believed I would have not hesitated to take the job if he offered it and just dealt with his snarkiness. But I did not want the job, and as a matter of fact, the email he sent afterwards was like, we're not choosing to pursue your application for employment at this moment. Don't worry, it's not you, it's us. We have some very picky guidelines and really specific really specific requirements. And I was just like, wow, what a snarky and bitchy email. Like, how could he even be like hiring people with that much attitude? But like, my people skills tells me there's probably someone that he wanted to hire, like maybe someone he knew or something, and he was looking for any excuse not to make sure I was a good candidate. So there was that. Work is doing good. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention why. Okay, I'm doing this video because I did one at home and I didn't post it, and I decided I was going to do another one just strictly for the fact that I had like this NSV, non-scale victory, that I wanted to accomplish, and that was to bike from my house down to Discovery Park. And guess what? I did it. I totally accomplished it. And of course, I'm excited about that. It's only 5.5 miles from my house to Discovery Park on the trail. So I'll actually be going, I believe, like a mile further than I've ever gone before. And I'm taking a little bit break. I'm going to drink some water and eat some mandarin, and then I'm going to head back. I need to do it soon so that I can get like at least in my neighborhood before dark, because I really am not thrilled about riding the bike trails at night, considering I don't have a light or anything, and I heard there's rattlesnakes, and I don't do rattlesnakes, let's just say. Alright, so I'm gonna say goodbye, everyone, and I want to remind everyone that weight loss is not about a size or a number, it's about getting healthy. And I hope the other side of surgery is bright for you as it has been for me. And remember, you all, you should have a healthy, happy, safe journey. And remember to make wise choices. And if something sounds too good to be true, the chances are it is. And check with your doctor and research your program before you start it, because it doesn't make sense for you to do this rigorous program if it doesn't work or too damages you. So until next week, everyone, I'm going to say goodbye and wish me luck on riding home. Bye.